I think we all know that what she's thinking is what Bono said tonight. Thank God it's them. Hey guys, welcome back to Snow in Southtown Christmas podcast. I am Mike. I am a guy, and you can't tell what age I am despite the makeup I'm wearing or anything like that, because who knows what year it is or how old I am. With me is the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future, Rusty. Hey! We're talking about An American Christmas Carol tonight, and we got some timeline issues to discuss. But first, you can contact us at snowinSouthtown@gmail.com. We're on Instagram at Snow in Southtown. We're on Facebook, and we're at Patreon, patreon.com/SnowInSouthtown. And we're doing a live stream again tonight. This was unplanned, so sorry we didn't announce this one. We will be doing one that is announced, and please come join us on December 13th. So this is actually coming up very soon now. So come over to prankcast.com/VistaBlue/chat. The link is in the show notes, and we will be live at 9 o'clock Central Time on December 13th, and you can hear us record the final 2 episodes of this season. So come join us. It'll be fun. And again, we did this unannounced, so we're live right now. Thank you to the people who are here right now in the chat. And it's been fun. Live? We already recorded tonight, and we played a game where I beat everybody.
That's right. You did
that
beat
last
everybody.
episode. Yeah, that you just heard. So even if I didn't, you guys don't know because it's the edited podcast version, and I'll say I beat everybody. So.
Yeah, I didn't see what some of the scores were. I saw 3. So yeah, I think you're the champ.
I think I'm the champion at nonsense 70s.
I would have probably if you had given me that game like a year from now, and I forgot which ones I wrote. I would have probably beat me, and I wrote it. So.
Okay, yeah. So I don't really have anything else for the intro. You got anything?
Ready to jump probably in? Better get into the. I have. It looks like I have a ton of notes here. For
okay.
Christmas Carol.
All right. So, An American Christmas Carol, 1979.
Yeah.
Since you own so much of the town, if anybody could open up the quarry again, it'd be you. Well, a man of your means.
Why would I want to open a business that's failed?
Because there's hope for the future in it, sir. Well, in the things that Mr. Roosevelt is doing, new roads, new dams, new public buildings, there's sure to be a need for granite again.
Well, if you think that's true, Thatcher, then why don't you open it yourself?
We squeaked in the 70s with this one because this was from December 16th, came on ABC, written by the guy who wrote the cartoon 'Twas the Night Before Christmas with the mice, Jerome Cooper Smith.
Okay.
I don't know that I saw necessarily similarities necessarily, but there you go. There's that information. So yeah, this one is starring Henry Winkler, who we mostly know as the Fonz. But we've come to know as a really good actor, I think.
He's in a bunch of stuff, and he's fine.
He's very. I think the first time I kind of decided I liked him outside of Fonz was in The Waterboy when he played the coach.
Waterboy, yeah.
And he was the coach, and I just remember there's one scene in particular. It's like during halftime, and he's just kind of leaning in the corner, going, "Anybody got any ideas?" He's awesome.
He's in Scream. I know.
That's right. He's in Scream. That's right.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's everywhere.
Whenever he pops up, he's great. And
he's in Arrested Development.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, I thought this was good. This is one I'd heard about for a long time. Maybe even since it came out, I've always kind of been vaguely aware of it. Became more and more aware as the years went on, and then I think we even had this on our to-do list for a while, even before we talked about the 70s.
Yeah, I thought I had seen it, and then I'm watching it, and I didn't remember it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I've never seen it, almost for sure.
Yeah.
But I've heard from the handful of people who have seen this, I think they like it or remember liking it. And yeah, I'll go ahead and say at the beginning, I like this one.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah, it's. I'm sure we'll get into issues and problems like we always do.
Yeah.
But I was happy with this one. I would watch it again. It would be fun to watch it again without having to take the notes and
right.
just to kind of watch it as a special. But yeah, I thought it hit a good tone. I like the American aspect of it. That it was usually A Christmas Carol it's just so British. And so having one that was set in America, it starts off. We said we're going to talk about timeline issues. Starts off in Concord, New Haven in 1933.
1933. Important to remember.
So,
now, and the other thing is the Fonz. He's sorry, Henry Winkler. He is 34 years old, and he's in makeup. How old do you think the makeup is supposed to make him look?
Oh, okay, because I didn't do the math, but if I'm just going by how he looks, I would say he's supposed to look between like 75 and 85.
I'm there. I would say 70 at the youngest.
Right.
And so I said I could go 70, but I'm thinking at least 75. That's in my notes.
That's what they're presenting. Yeah.
And so we're both on the same page.
Mm-hmm. But you did
and
the
I will
math,
say
I guess.
though, I'll say since you said up front, I'll say that the beginning, let's say the whole setup, right?
Yeah.
And so the fact that it's New England, and at least this section, this thing that we're presented, I really like it because it's like obviously American, but obviously English inspired, right, or whatever.
Right.
Like it's modeled after that as New England, right? So and so I was really excited. And again, like I was like, wait, I thought I'd seen this. I don't remember any of this. I was really excited. I think it starts great, and I think the atmosphere, I think cinematography, I think everything is really good for a TV movie in 1979. I was really excited. So I do have some issues with it, and I'll say, since you already said, I would watch it again for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't hate it, but I do have issues with it that we can talk about. So,
right.
But we should establish that this is Henry Winkler at 34 years old and makeup to be at least 70, and I think we're on the same page as 75 or older.
Okay. And you're going to talk about your issues with the age makeup later, I guess?
Well, I mean, the age makeup is what it is. It's a TV movie.
I don't mean the quality of it, but like what
but
age
the timeline
supposed
and
to
the
be.
age, there are issues. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Did you not think about any of that?
I didn't even think about it. I was just because I wasn't like doing the math of like, okay, how old would he be here? I wasn't sure how old he was meant to be in the flashbacks. I was like,
I know it's not clear, but there are a few things that they specifically say that are completely not possible.
Not possible. So I just wasn't paying attention to any of that. I was just rolling with it and going, oh, we're here now. Okay, fine.
Now, I'm guessing you didn't watch it with Carrie.
I just watched it by myself, right?
Yeah. So when you watch with someone else, so Donna watched it with me. When you watch with someone else, you tend to start picking at it.
True.
Yeah. So if I've been by myself, I may not have started. I don't know. I think there's some of it that
if I ever want to watch and finish a movie, I'll watch it by myself. Because when I watch one with Carrie, she's already like 4 minutes into it or less. Sometimes we're shutting it off because it's like
because she doesn't like it, or
because like some little thing is happening. Like, this isn't realistic. What's going on? Why are they doing that? I hate this music. So we're done before it's had a chance to start. I think the shortest, like the record for quickest turnoff, was the movie Big Fish, the Tim Burton thing.
Yeah,
and it like opens with, a woman giving birth, and so it's just like her. And she's like, I'm tired of watching women giving birth in movies. This is dumb already. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And then we turned it off.
Did you ever watch it?
No.
Turned it off.
I think I kind of fast forwarded through it later. Like, what does the rest of this look like? Okay. All right. So back to this thing. So we'll just get into it. It starts off, to me, the opening has a little bit of a Christmas Story feel. It's got kind of that generic-y but good music. Kind of like, what do they play on A Christmas Story? It's just "Wish You a Merry Christmas," right?
Yeah.
Is that how it ends?
Deck the Halls, maybe.
Just dun, 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 dun. Yeah. So it's doing that kind of thing. So we used to talk about this more on the show, but like those opening scenes and music, and like, does it bring back something or whatever? You know, the number one for both of us is maybe Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah.
Where it's just like that music and there's like right off. And so this one does a little bit of that in that Christmas story kind of way. And I could see somebody watching this multiple times and being like, okay, settle into this.
Sure.
All right. So the other thing that's going to be difficult to talk about is we're going to be tempted, I guess, to call these characters by their Charles Dickens counterpart. His name in this is actually Benedict Slade instead of Ebenezer Scrooge. So whatever we want to call him is fine. I don't care. If we call him Scrooge, it doesn't matter. We'll get the idea. So, or if we say, but yeah, this is an American Christmas Carol. So they're all meant to be different characters. And it starts off with some charity kids coming in. They're like getting money for charity or something, and he gives them business cards and gives them like a bootstrap speech. Pull yourself up by your own bootstraps type thing. He gives them so we kind of get to know who he is at the beginning. He repossesses property. That's kind of his whole deal, really. That's like almost
so he gives like installment loans,
right?
Yeah, so it's kind of like a creditor, like a bank loan. But the thing is like that's not really common, because like it's common these days if you go to like a rent to own place.
Yeah.
Right. And then I guess if you go get a bank loan, but that's not quite what's happening here.
Yeah.
He's fronting you the money, and then you pay him back every month, but it's collateral. He owns the stuff. So it's kind of like a car loan, but like if you want to go buy a stereo, right, or a piano, he'll loan you the money, you pay him every month, but the second you don't make a payment, he gets to come take that piano.
He gets it back.
Yeah. And that's his business model. Like that's in the Ghost of Christmas Past, when he goes, he talks about.
Yeah, then he can sell it again.
Right, you can resell it. You can make 200%.
You can get interest. Yeah, I mean, so it's realistic to. I mean, it's over the top a little bit, but as far as like the interest stuff goes and all that, that really is what people try to do. They're like, they don't want you to pay back your credit card. They want you to pay the minimum so that they can get more money that way, or student loans, all that stuff. Right. So he's so this is a comment on this is a very commentary heavy movie, and which I also liked, because I mean, we'll talk about it as we get to it, but it has a lot of comments on the way America works and capitalism
and
works,
America in '79. Yeah, right.
Right. Yeah,
I think it's a commentary on that.
For sure. Right. Yeah. All right. So he's repossessing property. He goes to he repossesses a new piano that the children's home that he was raised in, at least
the orphanage, right? And this is on Christmas Eve. So on Christmas Eve, he's going around doing this, right?
Swiping their piano that they were going to sing Christmas carols on.
Because they missed the payment.
So here you go. The funny thing about this scene when he goes into the children's place is there's one kid there who's an actor, and he's acting, kind of aware of the camera. The rest of the kids, you can hear them just chatting in the background, and you can tell they just let them go. They're like, all right, kids, you're just playing games, you're just talking, do whatever, and like they don't even seem to be aware that the cameras are rolling. So it's the most real sounding kids I've ever heard in a movie before.
TV movie extras.
They're just extras, and they just told them to like just play. So it's just kids just playing and talking, and because they mic them pretty good for what it is. It's meant usually in a scene like that you get like but you can distinctly make out what they're saying, and it has nothing to do with anything. And then there's this little kid in the corner kind of acting his heart out. It's funny. So
they take the piano from the orphanage, and then they go. Are you going to get into each family, or because then they go into the bookstore
next?
Yeah, well, that's last, I think. They go to the
farm?
Reeves family, and the farm, right? And they take stuff, including the radio, which comes back later,
right?
And then they go to the bookstore, and in this universe, Dickens and Christmas Carol exist.
Yeah, this is one of the main things I want to talk about.
Yeah.
as a something, I guess. Well, to say I didn't like it is too harsh. It's just weird because, yeah, he is a Scrooge character who knows that a Christmas, like everything about his life lines up with a Christmas
Right.
Carol.
So with Sanford and Son, it made sense that he would know it, and that
Yeah.
it's like
and it was
it's
like a dream.
hey, you better watch out because this famous thing could happen to you. And right, but like you said, this guy is Scrooge. Like his
He
life
is
is lining up
Scrooge.
like Scrooge, right?
Right. And he's
So-
got his own Cratchit, he's got his own bell, like everything.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
and Dickens exists, and there's a signed copy of the first.
Right. And
printing,
you would
yeah.
so if I were writing this script, Dickens would not be mentioned. Like
No.
you could decide if you wanted that he existed in this universe, but I'm not going to tell you that because that's too confusing. That this guy's not like, hang on, wait a second.
And I mean, and you know, being an American, Christmas Carol, you can say there's a signed Edgar Allan Poe story or something. Like there's something else you could do.
Yeah,
you know?
anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't have to be Dickens.
Signed copy of Christmas Carol.
And by the way, that for even for a guy who's meant to be awful and doing something horrible, it seems like he would have the sense to know. Yeah, I think he's going to get more money if he tries to sell this signed copy of Dickens's A Christmas Carol than to sell it for scrap or whatever he was going to do with the books.
Right, he's supposed to be a good business guy. He was going
Right,
to sell the
he's-
leather, right?
Yeah,
But,
he's going to sell the leather, get a few bucks off of it.
He
And
gave
he's
the
like-
guy money for his bookstore, not to sell books, because it's like a university bookstore. He was supposed to buy
Yeah,
like clothing and ukuleles. He says,
ukuleles.
I guess college kids in the 30s were just
They
Fine
love those
ukulele.
ukuleles. Yeah, I guess that's what it was. 21 Skidoo. I don't know.
But that guy's name was Merivale. So we're going to see Reeves and Jessup from the orphanage.
Oh,
and
right. They
Merivale.
come back.
Yeah, we've seen. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I that's one of the first things I guess I didn't get over was you can't do that. You can't have
Yeah, no, I
a
didn't
Christmas
like that.
Carol exist and this happen.
Right.
Okay. The other thing I want to mention that to me was just more funny than anything is everybody kept forgetting this was an American Christmas Carol because they had really thick Canadian accents.
Right. Yes.
So
yes.
thick. Like, so, they had their boots and all that, but they even had their agains for again. It's like, we're not going to do that again, are we?
Yes.
So yeah, it was very obvious which of these actors were Canadian.
Right.
It's hilarious. Okay, so yeah, there's talk about President Roosevelt.
Yep.
So yeah, this is a very like New Deal Democrat kind of movie. It's like
Definitely. Yeah.
the government is there to like provide jobs, all this, and but Slade, the Scrooge character, when he's talking about who the president is, he says, yeah, the president is Roosevelt, God help us.
Right.
Right. Okay, he ends up firing Thatcher, who I guess we haven't talked about yet, is basically his Cratchit.
The Cratchit, right? Thatcher, Cratchit.
Yeah, he's just the family man who happens to have a kid on crutches and and who's kind of his little underling who goes around just, doing what he says reluctantly because he's a nice guy. He has to go around repossessing these things and giving them the court order each time and all that.
I think it's fired. No, Cratchit doesn't actually get fired, right?
No, Cratchit
Yeah.
never gets fired in A Christmas Carol.
He
so-
fires him. He suggests that he invest money into reopening the town quarry
Mhm.
to establish jobs.
And
he
him
fires
for
him.
that. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for the suggestion.
Yeah.
It's like, don't suggest something to your boss, I guess. Is
And it could have been like it wasn't even like give money to the poor. It was like, hey,
Right.
invest and you will make money. And
You'll
it
make
seems like
money,
he would just
people-
go, oh, don't tell me how to make money. I know how to make money. Like, fine. But no, he fires him.
He fires him.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but like if George Bailey was like, hey, Rochester, why Rochester? Why not here in Bedford Falls? George,
You're fired.
I'm throwing you in jail.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, so when we go back to his house, we see his house is just basically this like warehouse of repossessed items.
Yeah, it's really weird. He sleeps
He's like-
upstairs, right?
He sleeps upstairs, and then the downstairs. I guess I don't know if he lives in a warehouse or what, But yeah, upstairs is a bedroom and more like a house. But then it's just a big area where he has the piano and all kinds of repossessed items sitting there. Like looks like a museum. Looks almost like Fred Sanford's junk house. There's just stuff everywhere.
Yeah, no, it's everywhere.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess this now we get like a cutaway to the Thatcher family, and we've got the son with the crutches like Tiny Tim. So it was like, yeah, no one thinks this is weird. He doesn't realize he's Cratchit, I guess, but he clearly is.
He doesn't know it exists. There's a signed copy in his town.
There's a signed copy. Maybe in this universe it just wasn't as popular, and so
right, who Cratchit was. Right?
Yeah. Or he would have known not to rip up a signed copy. All right, so the ghosts start showing up now, and yeah, the first one is the Marley character. Got his old partner Jack Latham. He was a business partner of his, and we kind of meet him in a flashback a little later, or in the Christmas past a little later.
So this is a little different because he's more like a mentor, but also like a shrewd. Like,
true,
right?
Not an equal. Yeah,
right.
Like Marley, I always just figured it was like just a business partner. They were like equals, and one just happened to die first.
So he has two because he has a fezziwig.
He does have a fezziwig, right?
But this guy's sort of like that, but like. Right.
He came in later and he's like, "Hey, you want to work for me?" And
yeah.
He kind of taught him to be, and then they kind of were nasty together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, he's not like none of these ghosts present like ghosts. And he doesn't have chains or anything like that. They just kind of look like themselves, and so he just comes in as this guy in a suit, and just sits there in the chair, and he's like, "Hey, wait a second, you're dead."
Right.
But he explains that he's in hell, and he tells what hell is, which is having your past replayed to you.
Yes.
Yeah, which sounds accurate. I mean, even before whenever you think of like jokes about the afterlife or whatever, you're like, I always think like the worst would be there's just the big VCR tape of all your like most awkward, embarrassing moments you have to watch again. So it's like, yeah, that sounds about right.
I was thinking of like, because we have our home movies. My brother has them all on
right
a server for us, and like, I was thinking like at some point I'd like to take like a family Christmas, not like the morning time where it's just my home family, but like later when my whole like extended family came over, but edit it where I cut me out, and so it's just like a
where's Mike?
No, but like a Yule log, right? So like something to have on the television, that I can enjoy like this around me, but not have to see.
Because you don't want to see yourself.
No, yeah, exactly.
Oh, I see.
But it's almost like re-immersing myself.
I'm the opposite.
Experience. You want to just see you?
I would just be weird. I would just cut a version with only me on the screen.
Oops, all Rusty.
Oops, it's like Rusty's never not on the screen. I always made sure I was on the screen anyway if there was a camera around.
Well, that's the problem. Brett and I would do the same thing. So yeah, so we're around. But there are some home movies where I wasn't around. So
yeah,
I'd like maybe just like one Christmas, like just have that on for a little. I want to relive it, but I don't want to see me.
It would be funny to have you edited out. It'd be like one of those bad horror movies where it's like, hey, I never noticed Mike's in none of these pictures.
like
you know what I'm talking about?
Like, yeah, they do those recuts where like I don't know, what is it, like Garfield's not real or whatever, or like what are those? Yeah.
Well, there's even for like directors I admire. Like there was Lars von Trier. It wasn't a horror movie, but he did one where like the wife had always put the kid's shoes on the wrong feet because she wanted to like torture him or something, and like then he started looking at photos and he's like, hey, I never noticed. It's like, well, why didn't you notice in real life?
I forget what that was, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then there's like horror movies where it's like, yeah, I never noticed until I started looking at the photos. The face is smudged out on all these. It's like, you never noticed? Right. You never noticed.
Yeah.
That every time they took a photo, their face was smudged out.
That's was that Insidious?
I don't even know. I don't know. There's so many stupid things like that where they like start looking at photos like, oh, whoa.
Yeah, I think that's Insidious.
gosh, I don't even think I've seen that. So there must have been other.
So there must be
things
others,
that-
right?
that-
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Or like their faces, like their eyes are blacked out or something.
Oh, there was that one that we did to guess the plot for. It was something about where they were taking pictures and the photos were blurred or whatever.
Yeah.
I forget what it was, but it was in the old horror guess the plots. There was one that was like that, and we're like, that's dumb. Our guesses were so much better.
So dumb. All right. So the Ghost of Christmas Past comes back in what I thought was kind of a cool way, through the radio that he repossessed.
Yeah.
And the radio's basically playing like we start in 1933, so it's playing as if it's from 1927. And he's like, "What's wrong with my radio?" And then he knocks it like the Fonz does a jukebox or whatever.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't
Yeah.
do that.
Hey.
I'm going to say this. I did not think of the Fonz too much in this. I
didn't.
I was
I thought he
invested-
was actually good. Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
he did.
I was invested in the character and the thing, and maybe if I were watching this in the 70s, I would have thought that.
Yeah, it was
Because
probably
he was-
kind of hard in the middle of it all to
Yeah.
take, and I'm sure that was part of it, was what he wanted to do. But no, I went into it thinking I was going to be making a lot of Fonz jokes, and no, it was fine. He was good.
No, yeah, he's just an actor, right?
Yeah,
As are most actors who get stuck in a thing where they're known by this one thing.
right.
And luckily, he got to break out of that. But
I do want the Christmas Carol with Kramer as Scrooge
All right.
from Seinfeld. I like Kramer. Yeah, he's essentially the kind of character. I don't know. We're just known for that one thing, you know.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I want.
But
Kramer.
now he's known for two things.
Well, yeah. Well, what about a whole Seinfeld Christmas Carol?
Well, at first that's what you were saying. I was like, wait, I didn't think they did a Christmas Carol.
They're each a ghost. Like Seinfeld's the guy. They're each a ghost. That'd be great.
Right, that'd be good.
I want George.
That's what they
as a
should have
ghost.
done for their last episodes, did the whole jail and trial thing. They should have
Yes.
just done a Christmas Carol.
Yes.
The soup Nazi comes back and is like, he's the Christmas, whatever.
Yeah.
But I do want to say, speaking of Fonz, that when I was a kid, when Fonz fever was at its peak, I was really into it. Speaking of photos, every photo of me from the beginning to at least age 5 or 6 was thumbs up. Like that's just how he took photos.
Yeah.
It's like, time for a photo, Rusty. Thumbs up. 2 thumbs up.
Hey.
Here it is. It's Easter. 2 thumbs up. Christmas. 2 thumbs up. So-
Yeah, I didn't do that.
yeah, we did that.
All right.
So back to 1927. The bookstore guy, whose Dickens got ripped, he gets to be the credits have it as the debtor of Christmas Past. So they didn't even call him ghosts.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think it says that anywhere, and I don't think they refer to that anywhere in the movie.
No,
But,
but that's
yeah,
interesting. Yeah.
It's like he's repossessing his soul. I don't know what the idea is, but that's the idea. Like he owes him a debt or something, I guess.
Right.
What's weird about these ghosts or whatever they are is they're not really meant to be the people they look like, I guess. But that's like how they appear to Scrooge.
That's how they act. They still have the
and that's how they
mannerisms.
act, more or less, with
Yeah.
some rare exceptions.
Right.
But because he even makes a reference to he's talking about a trumpet, and then he says something like, he makes a reference to when the walls of Jericho came down. I don't know if you
Yeah.
remember him saying that. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh, he's suggesting that he was back that
He was
far
there.
in time.
Right.
Right. So yeah, these are meant to be like, not even ghosts of dead people or anything like that, but like these I don't know,
Spirits. They're
more like
just-
spirits or angels or something like that. Yeah. Okay. So this is when Fezziwig comes in. I don't remember what his name is in this movie. But
Well, yeah, but first, but they start at the orphanage,
okay.
and
Right.
right. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. So
Yeah, when
you're right.
Fezziwig
This is
comes
where
in.
Fezziwig. I'm
Right,
sorry,
right.
Yeah, this is where he comes in. But when they show up at the orphanage,
Mhm.
he goes. Scrooge Slade says, "No one dresses like this. Who dresses like this?" And he goes, "No one's dressed like this in 40 years." Okay.
Right.
And he goes, "Yeah, well, that's because we're 40 years ago."
Right.
Okay. So it's
Yeah.
1893. It's 40 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And Fezziwig shows up. Whatever his name's up, Brewster. Brewster shows up. And how old is Slade, Scrooge? 12, 13, 14?
When he's a kid in the home?
In the orphanage.
Yeah, probably 12.
So what's the highest you go? 14, 13?
The highest? Yeah, 15 max.
They just said 40 years ago.
Right.
So the Fonz and this old man makeup.
He's playing a 70-year-old.
If we just start right here, is 55.
He's 55-year-old child.
Max. Probably 52.
So what? Okay. Okay, so 40 years ago, 40 plus.
Yes.
So yeah, he's playing a 52. So he's my age.
Yes.
So the old man Scrooge is meant to be slightly older than I am. Okay.
Yeah. They did not think this one through.
They didn't. Right. Because, Scrooge is... Yeah, Scrooge, the original character, is meant to be an old man on his death, near 1 foot in the grave, basically. But here, he's just like a middle-aged guy. But
he's not... No, I really think that he's 75. I think they just didn't do the math.
They just didn't do the math. Okay.
I think he's... Yeah, and I'll tell you why I think that as we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think you're right. I think they were like, we wanted to be. I think they wanted to do the makeup thing too. They wanted to have Henry Winkler just be Scrooge.
He's the cool Fonz, and we're gonna make
have
him
fun. Make him. They were probably like, hey, how can we really transform this so nobody thinks of Fonz? We'll make him look really different and be old, and
Yeah, and that's fine. But then you got to do the math right. I
but
can't believe it's got through writers and editors and executives and
Right, it's probably the opposite of what the Fonz character. Like, I don't know how old he was supposed to be either, but he was mid-30s playing. I don't know what hanging out with.
You're right. Yeah, I was trying to figure out how old.
I don't remember if he. I know he was supposed to be like older than the gang who were teenagers, Ron Howard and all that. But
I mean, if you look at the gifs that Donna and I just posted,
yeah,
he's got to be. You can't even pretend he's younger than 30, right? Can you?
No. Yeah, he's starting to gray a little bit.
Right, he's got gray hair.
All right, so the Fezziwig character comes in and basically says like, I need somebody to be my apprentice, and he picks out Scrooge because he looks like a troubled child, and he's like,
right,
I want to help somebody who needs help, not somebody who's going to get picked up anyway by because they're a loving kid or whatever. He picks the one who's grunting in the corner. But the story is that Slade / Scrooge's parents had died. He just kind of been shuffled around. He ended up in this children's home. He doesn't, as Scrooge points out later, he doesn't, he didn't live there long. He was there for about a year. But this is where he gets picked up by the Fezziwig equivalent, who, made him an apprentice.
Right.
And the little girl, there's a little girl
he makes
there.
furniture, right? He's
makes
got
furniture.
A factory. He makes furniture.
Yeah,
but he's intent on doing it all. He doesn't want to move to the factory, to the assembly line. Like
it's all like good handmade furniture.
Yeah, quality, and he's proud of the quality, and he won't make as much money, but it's quality furniture.
Yeah. So there's a little girl there who ends up being the Belle character.
Yeah.
I can't remember her real name either. I'm sure I have it.
Her name here is Helen.
Helen. Okay. Yeah. That's right. Helen.
And so it's his adopted sister.
Right. Yeah. So
grows up with her and stuff. Well, I mean, they're teenagers. So yeah.
I mean, I does he even adopt him though, or?
Well, I don't know, because it's pretty unclear later. When he's an adult and he's still there, he can't still be living with them, right? But he's eating dinner with them.
Yeah,
I mean they're grown adults.
They're they're basically his sister. I don't know whether he's adopted or not. It's they live together in the house and he grew up with her.
He definitely lived there at least at
first. Yeah, as an apprentice. And so he she is for her it's love at first sight, it appears, because she's giving him these moon eyes or whatever.
Right.
And so she likes him for some reason. The young the one playing the young Henry Winkler is very unappealing in a lot of ways. The way he acts, he just kind of I am sure he was an attractive child in real life, but he's really playing it up like just this like kid you don't want to be around. He's like really
exactly.
just like ugh, and like ugh, and then so why she's in love with him, I don't know. Something about him, I guess, but better her than me,
Right.
and she learns he is a jerk.
He is. Yeah.
And okay, so here we get kind of an interesting way they do it in the story, where it just kind of hard cuts to modern day Henry Winkler, however old he really was at the time.
Right. Yeah.
He gets to be himself, no makeup,
just the fonts.
just handsome Fonz with his cool hair,
Yeah,
riding a bike with Belle. And okay, before they had been doing the typical Christmas Carol thing where they're standing in a corner watching everything. Now it just kind of cuts, and now it's just a movie.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
we're watching the movie.
Yeah. Now we don't have Henry Winkler watching himself. We just have young Henry Winkler.
That's right. The whole like middle act of this whole movie is him just acting. Yeah.
Yeah, just a movie. So which I like. It's like a good choice instead of like always having Scrooge in the corner commenting. It's like, no, we're just gonna cut. They just shift points of view.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing the commentary in our heads anyway. Like we are, right? We are doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're just shifting point of view from where we're looking over his shoulder to where we're just looking straight ahead.
Yeah, it works because I didn't even think of it that way, but
right.
That is what happens, and yeah, it works. It's effective.
And I may not have thought of it if I wasn't watching it for this. Like,
yeah,
you just kind of you just go along with it.
You know what I'll tell you? I'll tell you. We watched it. I didn't take one note when we watched it, and then I woke up one morning and just I pulled it up and just flipped through and jotted notes. Yeah. So I will say that the first time I watched it, I took no note. Now again, I was with Donna and we were just like critiquing it.
Yeah.
But I did my notes on a second like flip through. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is cool. I mean, this part reminded me, by the way, of this idea I've always had for a Christmas Carol, that it would just be nice to like get rid of the ghost and just as a new version. I mean, like just show it as a chronological biography.
Sure.
Just starting with him as a little kid, and then he grows up, and we watch him go through it. Maybe flesh out some of the bits. We don't have to have ghosts commenting on everything. We just watch it because it's kind of an interesting little story. Especially if you kind of fleshed out some of it Dickens didn't provide, or just show a couple more scenes. But yeah, it'd be kind of cool. My other idea for a Christmas Carol was to have Scrooge does all the same stuff, but he's just nice about it. So he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna I have to take your side. You got a little behind on your payment. I'm sorry. It's gonna have to. We're just gonna have to take the money. Like, and then the charity guys.
At the very beginning. I thought it was almost like that because remember he called all the kids.
He's like, bring the kids in. Yeah.
And he gives them like a pamphlet about like how to like invest or like pay your bills on time.
But he is nice.
He's nice about it, right?
Right. He's not like, yeah, you kid. Yeah, he's not playing a typical.
He thinks he's being a good mentor, like. But
as far as he knows, right?
Jerk, right.
Right. I kind of wish they were going to do that. Like, just like
that's what I was going to be.
But no, I mean, yeah, he does become stereotypical Scrooge, where he's grumpy, you know. But you don't have to. I think a good point to make, like in a modern Scrooge, would be you don't have to be a grumpy, mean weirdo to be evil. Like you can be nice, and you can do all the same stuff he did, but do it with a smile, and the effects are exactly the same. So yeah.
It's supposed to be Canadian.
Is it the American Christmas Carol?
The American Christmas Carol.
The North American Christmas Carol.
And if I leave this in the podcast, I should say we're referring to.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah,
sorry, yeah. We just kind of broke out into chat talk here. Join us for the live show, and you can be a part of this nonsense. Yes.
And yeah, where was I?
So they're riding the bike and stuff, and then.
Oh right.
But then we switch to the wartime. So I don't know, like, again, I don't know when that was supposed to be and how old he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right. But then we switch to where it is. They go. They're at like she's doing a fundraiser. So he's obviously left town, I guess. right? This is where he hooks up with the Latham guy, or no, he goes away on his own, right? And he comes back to town because like we're supposed to think she's given up on him. He's left town.
Yeah, he's left town to like find money.
Yeah, she's doing like this fundraiser, and he shows up like unannounced, and she's like, "I need another $800. We need another $800," and he's like, "I got it right here." And so like he had been away from her. Now he's got a mustache here, so he's supposed to be older.
Mustache.
But
yeah, just some time has passed.
Right, but they go. He says something like, "The world is different. People are going off to war." And there's a poster on the wall. It says it's a Liberty Bonds poster. And this poster was. I was thinking this had to be like at least 1914. And I looked up. This poster was created in 1917. Okay, so again, let's do the math. How old is mustached Slade? How old do you think he is?
He 45.
Okay, so I said probably 40, but even if you say 45,
yeah, I'm just going up.
Okay, then 16 years later, but still that math is not possible because we know that he was. If we know that he was 14, let's say 14 in 1893,
yeah, at the latest, yeah.
Okay, then in 1917, that would make him what? You add 23 to that, so
yeah.
37.
Okay.
No, is that, yeah, so like 37. Yeah, yeah. Because I was saying 35 to 40, so yeah, he would be 37. But even if he were 45, that's still old man 61. But it's still but it still doesn't make sense because that you have to go back to 1893.
10 years away from.
Yeah, yeah. You're only 16 years away from old man. So mustached, cool looking Fonz.
Maybe the 40 years. Maybe the 40 years ago things was throwing everything off because, maybe he just. Yeah,
but still. So then he would have to be. Let's give him 70. Right. Let's say he's 70 right now in this old man makeup, which I don't think is possible. Then in 1917 he would be 54, which I don't think that mustache guy is 54.
No.
They would have had to add some gray in there. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Yeah. The mustache would have had a little gray.
Mustache.
Like, I think it was actually more like 35, 40 at the oldest.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, I think what we're saying here is the old man is 56 years old.
I think that's right. I think they just wanted him to be old and like, whatever.
And I'll make one more point about this, and when we get to the next ghost. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, right before he left is when he starts talking about the assembly line thing.
Right.
And he says, "Yeah, there's millions of people who won't know the difference. They'll just look at the price tag." So yeah, a lot of this is just about like what's still increasingly a problem, just about like shoddy quality of everything. Everything just breaks now, and you're meant to just throw it away and pollute the environment more. And they don't even talk about environmental stuff, but
no, right.
But I mean, yeah, everything just you can't buy a good chair now. It's like the idea for real, right? It's like
the chair is just going to break on you.
I guess this, and it'll last 10 years, and then at best, and then it'll,
they're not making them like Brewster used to make them.
No, exactly. You're not getting a good shaker chair or whatever.
I'm sorry, I was distracted. Lori says she looked it up, and he's 85. So I don't know if she means the story, Christmas Carol, or this movie. Oh! She looked up.
Or Henry Winkler.
Yeah, she's saying.
The makeup
in this
looks
movie. He looks 85.
Oh, okay. His makeup looks 85. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, this math.
That's what we're saying. Yeah, like.
Sorry, I don't want to, and I don't mean to just harp on this, but it's funny. It's definitely something that needs to be discussed.
Well, there's always the one thing in every movie we watch that we get fixated on. This time,
sorry, I didn't mean. Yeah.
How old is Fonzie meant to be?
But it was hard. All right. So this is where he comes back with his idea to do the installment loans, right?
Yeah. And he even sells out Brewster to get ahead.
Of course.
So it's like he shows that he's not even above his own partner who like. Not partner, but the guy who
mentor, like the guy who saved him from the orphanage.
His dad, basically.
Yeah.
And he's like, you don't want that guy.
That's
he
right.
Sucks.
Well, yeah. Well, he tells Latham not to invest in him. Right. That's what he did. Yeah. He tells Latham give him the money to start his loan business.
Right. Yeah. You don't want
Not to give Brewster, because Brewster's factory burns down.
his factory burns down, and he takes
Yeah,
advantage of it.
Yeah, he says, don't give him the money to rebuild the factory. Give it to me to do this business. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, all right then.
Yeah.
Fonzie with the stash is the peak of jerk Fonzie, I guess, because I mean, even the way he treats the Belle character, she hasn't seen him in however many years he's been away, and then she's like, well, we we don't even really know each other anymore, and he says something like, yeah, well, we could start getting to know each other now, and then he kisses her.
Right.
It's like, oh. So yeah, I don't even know if that was meant to be a gross moment or not, or if it was just like, no, he's smooth. But yeah, it was kind of gross, especially with that mustache. Oh, another thing I would say about this movie in general, I just kind of thought of, is I guess because it's a TV movie, there are a few times where you can tell like they just went with whatever take they got. Because not that they like mess up in any like blooper sort of way, but sometimes they'll say like an extra word or something. Like there's around this time he says something like, because I don't know how you got in here. And so it sounds natural, but you can also tell it's just a flub. They didn't do a take two.
Yeah, then you probably would have reshot it.
You would have reshot it if it was a real movie.
Right.
Okay, I guess we're at Christmas Present.
Yeah, so it's like a 90-minute movie, and we get here with 30 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we spent a lot of time on the setup in the past so that was like an hour, and now you got 30 minutes to do present, future, redemption.
Which I think was on purpose, because I wanted to get current Henry Winkler,
right?
His moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I guess
I'm not definitely against that, because I mean, you kind of have to pick, where you're gonna
put your attention,
emphasize
your time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so in this, it's fine. Like I wasn't
better than on
like,
Sanford
the first time I
Son.
watched it. I wasn't noticing the first time I watched it. It was just when I was doing that flip through, and I was like, wow, like we're like, as I'm seeing the timeline as I'm flipping through, it was like, wow, we're getting more than halfway through, and I'm still on past. Yeah,
right.
Right. So basically, you're like 10 minutes present, 10 minutes future, 10 minutes redemption story. Yeah. So
right. Yeah, which is, I guess, not too different from the book, maybe. Although I guess those are a little more equal.
Yeah, I think they're a little more equal. You get equal time, I think,
equal
with the spirits.
Chapters.
Yeah. The chapters. Yeah. So, but yeah. But again, in a movie version, like it just kind of depends on your actors and how you want to tell the story. And, yeah, I was okay with it. So, but it is interesting once I realized it.
Yeah. All right. So, Christmas Present is what, the guy from the orphanage?
Yeah, this is Jessup.
Jessup.
His name. Yeah.
And yeah, it's showing him that like,
it's basically a whole scene of Thatcher of the Tiny Tim.
Oh right, yeah, because Tiny Tim, he has to go to Australia to.
Right.
They're the only ones that can cure him of whatever this thing is. They don't.
Yeah, and he's got to get to Australia. He's just been fired, so he doesn't have a job, and now how are they going to pay for Christmas and also get him to Australia? Yeah.
Yeah. So most of the present is that, and that. Yeah, it's a very short scene for the present.
However, you're right. Most of it is that. However, we see Helen.
Oh, right.
And what does Helen look like?
She
is old and gray.
Yeah. I was trying to remember what she looked like.
Oh, she looks old. I won't say she looks 85, but she definitely looks 70 or older.
But she's only meant to be.
I don't know. No, I don't know. She's
his age.
Daughter, and her daughter's like, I don't know, like 25, but she acts like she's like 10 or so, like under the Christmas tree. I can't figure out any of these weirdos.
Right, they just cast whoever's around.
She's literally an adult child playing with gifts under the Christmas tree with a great grandmother as her mom. Like, it's the weirdest thing ever. It's a quick, like 2-minute scene, but the ages are so out of whack that none of it makes sense. It's almost like they're trolling me.
Yeah, she's under the tree with Lamont from Sanford and Son wanting to talk about what Christmas present she got.
It's like an SNL sketch where they're playing kids. Like, oh, my gift. It's like, yeah,
Right.
well, that's adults. I get it. No, this is like an adult, and she's on the ground. Because, I mean, the mom, she's got gray hair, okay? So she's fully gray, and she's got the wrinkles like she's, like, matching Henry Winkler.
Here's what they did.
Because they're the
Here's
same
what-
age.
Here's what they did. Whatever actor stumbled across the Canadian border, they got cast in this movie, and they didn't care how old you were or what you looked like.
Yeah, no,
That's how
this was... that is funny, but this is the same lady, and they did the makeup on her. They did the makeup on Helen to look like the Fonz.
Well, it's true, though, that if you're doing makeup, the idea is you can do makeup to look whatever age you want.
Right.
That's the whole point of makeup.
Yeah.
It'd be like if you wanted to use makeup
Oh,
to
they
make
wanted her to be old and gray, like him, because that's what he was.
because that's what he was, even though he wasn't supposed to be.
But they're too old to have a kid. Like, they would have grandkids.
Right.
They're going to have a kid.
They gave birth to a grandkid.
I mean, she did get married late, because, again, if he's 35, 40, 45, or whatever, when he's got the mustache, right?
Yeah.
She gets married after that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's say so she got married at 50, and she's 70, and she has this kid who's 20, but acting 10. Yeah, whatever. I don't know, man. But again, none of it matches the original date of 1893 that when they met. Anyway, sorry. Okay, that's it. I'm done with that.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
Because now we're in the future.
Yes.
And it's the farmer from earlier who got his
Yep.
radio
He gets
repossessed.
his radio. Oh,
And
wait.
he
When we
is-
go to the future, the radio
Yeah.
is playing like 70s rock.
Playing 70s rock. And the ghost from the future is dressed in 70s funky clothes. It's awesome. It's a good
It's
idea.
hilarious.
I think it's an actual good idea.
Yeah, no, it's hilarious, but it doesn't line up with how they are in
Why?
the future, because they're just auctioning off his stuff.
In the 70s.
They're still in the 30s.
I think he's just a very old looking 55-year-old because he's led a miserable life and it aged him up. And so in the 70s, when they're auctioning his stuff and he just died, you don't want to know. He looked like the crypt keeper before he died. We just didn't see that.
Right, but they're all dressed like they're still in the 30s. You're right. Yeah, I don't know.
You're right, though. You're right. They're not dressed like the 70s.
Right.
But I don't think it is the 70s.
No, but the music is supposed to be.
The music
or
is
something.
because he's from the future, but that doesn't mean
Right.
that
Exactly.
the 70s is the time.
It doesn't mean
when-
the story takes place. Right.
You're
You're right.
He's just a future ghost.
He's
He
just a
happens to
groovy
come from the
future
70s.
That's his theme music. Yes, you're right.
That's right.
But
And
it's funny to see it play out.
Yeah, and their idea was like, okay, we're in the 70s. We're gonna have him be a 70s ghost because we know what the future looks like. It looks like this.
It sounds like this. Exactly.
It's better than dressing him as a astronaut like Lamont.
Yes. No, I agree. This is all that matters is right now. We've
No,
already been to the moon. What more do y'all want? This is the future. This is it.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, and luckily for us, nothing else happened after 1979. We just kind of got stuck there. And everybody's still wearing butterfly collars and bell bottoms like that guy was.
Right.
Actually,
yes,
time
basically-
stopped in the year 2000.
Right. No, right. Y2K. But it's
Right.
basically, just the cemetery and the auction off of stuff is really quick, the future stuff.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yes, and they. I like this. Maybe in a way, it's more effective than Dickens. Dickens just does that. He does the same thing where it's like auctioning off their stuff. And in the book, he just does the thing where it's it's like those people who just sell dead man's stuff. And we just get that scene here. The whole town comes together. And there's the great moment where everything goes for cheap except one thing. A woman buys buys a painting of him for $100 just so she can burn it.
They can trash it. Yeah, burn it.
So I thought that to show how hated he was, I thought that was better than even Dickens did.
Yeah, it was effective. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and to me, when they do cut to the grave scene where he's like, "What's that neglected grave?" That was almost an anticlimax to me because it's like, well, the burning of his crap was was
Yeah, well, it was kind of like, but it was kind of like piling on, because that part, it was, like you said, like, this is really a statement for the modern time, right? And so it was like,
right.
all this stuff that he collected and all this stuff, and he realized that, like, it wasn't worth anything to anyone, right?
No,
and so
right.
even if you have all this cool stuff, a whole warehouse full of it, in the end, no one wants it anyway, and it's all junk. And, you know, like, or like I've talked about, like, I looked around my house after Katrina. It was like, everyone I know lost everything. What do I not need? What would I have been okay losing? Right. It's like, and it just put into perspective for him that, like, he spent his whole life trying to get all this money and all this junk, and no one even wants it in the end. And then also, there's this tombstone that nobody cares about. He's like,
right,
yeah. So I think they both went together. I think,
they do.
Yeah, I see why you would say it's anticlimactic, and yeah, I can see it. But I think for him, it, like, drove home that point. That, like, no one cares about your stuff, and no one cares about you. So yeah.
And also, of course, like every dumb Scrooge, they don't know it's them.
Right.
So
right,
he's like,
course.
he says something like, a lot of this stuff looks like mine.
Yeah, even though the story exists in his universe.
Right. Yeah, he gets to that grave scene. He's like, I know this scene. I've read this. I've seen plenty of movies.
Who's this all about?
Wait, no, right. We get maybe the funniest line here, where Tiny Tim is dead, and so his last name. What's it? Okay, his last name is Thatcher.
Yeah,
and so he says. He's referring to the Tiny Tim character, but he calls him my little Mr. T.
Yeah.
And so
my little Mr. T, yeah.
They had no idea that Mr. T was the next decade was gonna become a thing.
Yeah, right.
So he's just saying little Mr. Thatcher, little Mr. T. It's like, I just got a whole, like, cartoon in my head about little Mr. T, like this.
That's a good marketing thing.
Little guy with a mohawk.
What'd you think of Thatcher, the actor? I thought he was pretty. I didn't recognize him for anything, but I thought he was good.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him. He looked familiar, but yeah, he was very like earnest. Whatever the word is. He seemed pretty realistic, maybe more than anybody else.
Right. Yeah. I thought he was good.
He did go with the whole I'm sad, but I got to put on a happy face for my family.
Right.
Thing.
Yeah.
All that stuff was good. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked
it.
Yeah,
he was good. Until he said a little Mr. T, and or until he says a boot.
A boot.
My favorite of boot was when the Belle character was saying, it was this dramatic scene, you know, the you'd be happy in the life you've chosen scene in the book, but here she said, success. I guess that means just to boot everything to you. It's hard to take it. I'm picking on Canadians. I'm not really picking on Canadians so much as I'm picking on that this is an American Christmas Carol.
That's true.
And they're so heavy on the agains and the boots. All right.
So redemption.
Redemption is time for that to happen now.
He does have the big turkey.
He does. He's not quite as annoying as some of the Scrooges we get in different versions, where it's the scene I hate the most, where it's like, you've made this family suffer enough. Why you got to do this little little thing where you pretend you're still angry at him and stuff?
No, but he like throws the bird. He's like, get cooking, woman.
He just comes in insulting them though.
Yeah,
he's like, hey, what do you got? You call that a turkey here? And I'm thinking, that's going to take several hours.
Right.
So he doesn't know how turkeys work.
No, he does not. He doesn't know.
But yeah, he does all the stuff. He pays for the Australia trip. Thatcher's wife kisses him on the mouth. Which I thought was a rather quick forgiveness.
And I think I caught him look at the camera and go, hey,
I still got it. I may be 85.
I may be 55. Who knows?
I don't know how old Henry Winkler is right now, but he looks fine, and he probably is.
Yeah, no, I was thinking that. Yeah,
in his 70s,
probably close to whatever he was supposed to be.
Right, like he looks better now.
Than that
makeup of when he was supposed to be 55.
Yeah, he ought to sue.
He should sue himself. Hey.
Yeah, that's better than a hey, because it's just hey.
In the chat, by the way, everyone is just doing Fonz GIF after Fonz GIF. So, but
it's worth it. We had to know that was coming.
I always one reason I want to do my version of A Christmas Carol was just told chronologically. I just want him to have no redemption arc and just die in my version because and for real, because like he can't at the last minute you can't just come in and go, hey, everything's fine. Like, not
only that, in this one he adopts a kid.
He adopts a kid, and also he just kind of lords it around. Like, he's the way he's like, hey, I still got all the power, and sure, I'm being nice now, but like everybody pay attention to me, and
right. He's still going to open that quarry, and he's still going to profit from it.
He's still going to profit from it, right? Everything.
I mean, I guess now he'll use the profits for good, but yeah.
No, he won't.
And he's going to open that guy's factory years after he stole his seed money from him. The guy's gone.
My other Christmas Carol idea is the day after Christmas boxing. It's called a Boxing Day Carol, and it's where he just goes like, you know what? I was kind of hasty yesterday. I had this weird dream. I suck again. Of course, I'm not going to change. Why would I?
Everybody's sentimental on Christmas, right?
Exactly. I got a little.
It's the worst day of the year to do it. Yeah.
My mulled wine. You don't know. So back to work, everybody. No coal for you, etc.
Like honestly, if Trump comes out on Christmas morning and says something, and you go, man, that almost sounded human. You'd be like, all right, it's Christmas Day. Wait till tomorrow.
Well, look, the New York Times will do that. they have a habit. They're like, I think he's presidential now. I really think he's turned around.
Yeah, Christmas morning, they'll fall for it.
They're gonna fall for it. They fall for it every time. Horrible. Yeah. Cancel all the subscriptions to the New York Times. Well, I don't know. Are we done? Are we done with this movie? I think we are. I don't.
Guys, he's 85 and he adopts a kid. That's all.
This is a movie about how Fonzie is 85, looks 85 when he's 55. He adopts
55,
a kid.
looks 85, adopts a kid.
Teaches him to badly whittle.
And he has a whittle battle with him at the end.
And man,
what you making? I'm making a chair.
Well, I'm making a.
What's he say? He's making a
oh crap!
Stick.
It was a
chair leg. Right?
The kid's making a chair leg, and Fonzie is making
a chair leg.
Chair leg. Just one of them. One of the four.
Right.
I'm not going to make the other three.
I'm going to wait till one falls off of another chair, and then we'll have one.
You going to make the other three? No.
Spare leg.
I just wanted a chair leg. What do you want?
Yeah, I don't remember what's Fonz making.
It was something unusual. What was it? Oh man, why didn't I write this down?
I didn't write that down.
I didn't know. It was something unusual.
Anyway, they have a whittle off.
And I don't know, the way they're wielding those knives is.
Yeah, I was kind of scared.
I haven't seen knife work like that since we talked about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and he's playing with that bloody knife.
Didn't he say blood? Didn't he say don't you have a knife? And he's like, yeah. He pulls out his knife.
Of course I have a knife. It's the 70s. Isn't it? I don't know what time it is.
I don't know what it is. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Now.
I think we got it. I think we got an American Christmas Carol. But yeah, if I had to rate it, I made fun of it. If I had to rate it, I'd give it a 5 out of 10. I'd watch it again.
Okay, I'd give it higher than a 5.
I think you liked it better.
I'd probably give it a good 7.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. That's what we think about an American Christmas Carol.
I have a question for the chat. Like, I'm always curious about this. Like, this is a movie I'm assuming that none of you have seen. Did anything we say make sense? Like, can you tell what this movie's about? What's going on?
I mean, I think they were focused on the age thing, like me.
I think they were focused on the GIFs.
All right, let's talk about a song.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to it right here.
Let's hear it.
Let's see. Oh, I'll tell you what this is. This is the Hillside Singers. The name of the song is "Christmas Is."
Christmas is sleigh bells. Christmas is sharing. Christmas is holly. Christmas is caring. Christmas is children who just can't go to sleep.
right, so that's the Hillside Singers. So the name of the song is Christmas Is. The name of the album is Merry Christmas from the Hillside Singers. It's from 1972. Now, we know the Hillside Singers from the famous Coca-Cola commercial where they sing, I'd like to teach the world to sing. Yes. So that song was written in 1971 by the McCann Erickson ad agency for the Coke commercial. And the plan was that they would get the New Seekers to sing it. The New Seekers, they were the Seekers, but then they had some kind of split. But so by now they're the New Seekers. They had a run of hits from like 69 through 71, and they were popular. And they're like, we don't want to do a Coke commercial, so they turned it down. So the ad agency called a producer, Al Hamm. They asked him to put a group together. He puts together the Hillside Singers with his wife, his daughter, some other singers, and they record the commercial. So when the Coke commercial, I'd like to teach the world to sing, airs in July 1971, of course it was super popular. So the New Seekers are like, we should have recorded that song, and they recorded their own version, which becomes a hit. And that's basically the one that you'd probably hear today. Like if you go to YouTube and you search, I'd like to teach the world to sing, but not the Coke commercial, then you would get probably the New Seekers commercial. I mean, the New Seekers version. But so this Hillside Singers group, of course, when this became like a hit song, they did an album, and they did a Christmas album called Merry Christmas from the Hillside Singers.
That's the order.
The first album was like folk songs, like standards, right? Kumbaya or whatever, I don't know.
Right.
And then, so then they were like, hey, you need to do a Christmas record, and they did this Christmas album. Now,
which also featured
enough,
a medley featuring on
right.
Teach the World to Sing.
Yeah, so on their Christmas album, there's a medley of like to teach the world to sing, and we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
It is perfect, like 70s marketing / Christmas music, like how it all happened,
right?
And it just seems to be the story of this stuff is like either you're like siblings of some kind or related, or you're anonymous, or like like
right,
or all of it, because this has a mom and a daughter, and they're anonymous.
Right.
Yeah, it's wacky. It's mostly standards on the album, of course, except for the Coke commercial song, and then this one. So I went with Christmas Is. It's on some playlists that I've heard, and it kept popping up, and I was interested to find out what it was. And I don't know. I think this song is good. Like I like the song.
Yeah.
It's something new, and I think it represents the sound of the album. It represents the sound of what this group did, of what they were trying to do. It's my favorite song on the album.
I think so.
It sort of reminds me of, now first of all, this whole album is something that I've done this a couple times now, where I put it on to go to sleep, because this group is just singing these songs to you. There's no wrecking crew. Right. There's no wrecking crew playing music. There's no groovy 70s backing band. It's acoustic guitar, maybe a few little strings or something.
It's almost like something you'd play in a nursery.
Yes. Yeah. And so what this song reminds me of is when in the 50s and 60s, when those groups would do those lullaby songs.
Yeah.
Right? They were like slow dance songs for the sock hop, right? Mm-hmm. But they were like lullaby songs, like I love you baby, think of me when you go to sleep tonight, right? Like hush-a-bye, 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 right? They were like these like bedtime lullaby pop songs.
Right.
And that's almost like what this is. This is like you said, it's almost like something you put on in a nursery. Christmas is sharing. I don't know. And it's got that "May all your wishes come true." It almost sounds like a Disney song, right?
All right.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just kind of a standard kind of line from those lullaby songs or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Christmas song.
Wish upon a star, right?
Yeah. So I don't know. So I don't have a ton to say. I do think that this is a fun record just because it exists. It all exists because of a Coke commercial.
Right.
And the songs are fine. It's just good singers singing these songs. And again, I put it on at night. I like to listen to it when I go to sleep. Yeah, just simple, mellow songs.
Yeah, I mean, what's weird about it? Like, it's like mellow, folky, early 70s, all that, almost for children or families or a nursery. but like behind it all is like it. You can just listen to it as like something entirely cynical too.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, yeah, it's all started from a commercial, and then now this is a cash grab to get in on that commercial, and so like it's hard to know how to listen to it, and so you just listen however you feel like it. I guess it's like, well, if you like it, you like it, and if you don't, you don't. And I guess if you do like it, just try to ignore all that background, whatever. But like it doesn't matter anyway. It's like, okay. I mean, I was thinking of like We've Only Just Begun, started as a Diamond commercial.
A commercial, yeah.
Yeah, and Paul Williams.
I think it was a bank, right? It was a bank.
Oh, it was a bank? Okay.
Yeah,
For some reason,
like
I thought it was a Diamond
going
commercial.
going to open your bank account. Yeah.
Maybe it was open a bank account so you could pay for a diamond for a wedding or something.
Oh yeah. It was. It had to do with their wedding. Yeah.
That was it. And so, yeah, and the Carpenters heard that commercial and were like, "Hey, we want to do that." So it's that's not quite the same, but like these things get started in all kinds of weird ways, and it's like a lot of things. There's a lot of like good music that exists in the world that you may not hear if it weren't for this one weird thing. And in this case, it happened to be a commercial. and
I think the Coke commercial, I think it's effective. Like I think it was really a good idea for that time.
Yeah, right. And it was tapping into everything.
It's all about marketing. They're making money. I get it, but like, yeah, I think they nailed it. I think they nailed that sound and almost like a good TV theme song that sticks with you and goes above the show itself. Like you remember the song more than the show sometimes, and that's kind of what this is. Like that song, I think goes above Coke to me in my mind. I think it's so perfect for the time, and so. And again, I didn't know. I think in my mind, I thought the commercial was the New Seekers, because I think that would be the version I would know. And so,
right.
And I'd heard this Hillside Singers stuff come up in playlists over the last couple of years, and I had no idea that's what that was. So, I just thought it was like a folk song. I didn't even know for sure that it was written for the Coke commercial. In my mind, I think I was probably 50-50 on that. Like, did it already exist and Coke adapted it, right? Or
well, there's a lot about this confusing, and I remember being a kid hearing this song because it was kind of, I was very young when I was hearing it, and I think the Coke commercial was a little before my time, but I do remember it because I think it like lasted for a while, or maybe they remade it
and I think
bunch.
They reused it and reshot it. Yeah, like I know it existed for us. Yeah,
the very first time I heard this song in any form was in one of those little wind-up toys where you wind it up and it's like a little fake radio for toddlers and it plays music.
Yeah.
And I was probably 2 or 3, and so you did and you sang dee 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 dee.
Wow.
And I was like, "What is this song?" And I asking my mom. She's like, "Oh, that's that song I like to teach the world to sing." And then
I like to buy the world a Coke.
I like to buy the world a Coke. And then and I was like, "Well, it's this thing about there's like the lyrics about I can't remember what they are now." The opening where it's the honeybees and whatever.
Oh yeah.
And I just remember thinking it was like a kid's song, and I didn't know where it all came from. And then I got confused when I saw the Coke commercial. I was like, wait, this is that thing from my little radio. So it was just kind of everywhere, but it was convoluted. Like, what was it? But yeah, I guess when I got a little older, I figured out the whole history, and now I know even more. Like.
Right.
What went where, because it is, these things get convoluted, like who did what and what spun off from what. Was it a song first? Was it a jingle first? Yeah.
So now you guys know. Now you know.
Now you know. If you didn't know.
This Christmas record sells on eBay and Discogs for like $10 to $15. So it's interesting. Like I might get one day. I like the album. It's all good. It's just all about the same. Like it's
it's all the same.
No song really stands out. Christmas is the best song, I think.
Yeah.
It's an original. So.
Yeah, and it is, like you said, mostly standards. There was one other called "Every Day Is Christmas."
Oh yeah.
I didn't know if that was original to this or if that was.
Yeah, I didn't know that song, but so that could.
That was the only other one that was not like Silver Bells or whatever.
Right. Speaking of records, hey, I got a KFC Christmas record, and you got Frosty Returns.
That's right.
Which we talked about on a recent episode.
Yeah, I got
my Colonel Sanders Christmas record right here.
Mike sent me the Frosty Returns record that I had as a kid that I had misremembered as having like this big booklet with pictures, and then when I got it, I was like, oh yeah, it was just the back cover.
Just the back cover, yeah.
And I just stared at it a lot until my mind it became this
It must have been a book, yeah.
whole big thing. But no, it's just like these 4 images I would stare at endlessly while looking at it.
I went to look for it. The next day, I went to look for it, and I was like, oh yeah, this is not expensive. I'd like to have this. So I go to buy it, and I was like, I can't have it, and Rusty doesn't have it. So I was like, I'm just going to get it for Rusty. And then if you ever go home and yours exists, you can send me whichever one you don't want. So one day, if you do ever come across your old one.
If I send you the version that may or may not be in my parents' house, it'll be all scratched up and probably
whatever one you want to send. But if not, eventually I'll get my own.
I guess I shouldn't give you the one that came from my childhood.
That's what I figured. But whatever. I just figured if you come across the other one, then we can each have one. I was like, I didn't want to own one and you didn't have it. Like, look what I
wouldn't
got,
care.
Rusty.
Hey, look at
this. You're right. This is awesome. A couple more things for our Philadelphia friends. The Hillside Singers sang a song called "Move Closer to Your World," which was a theme song used for news broadcasts on WPVI in Philadelphia. So Mike Advent Calendar House, who had some stuff to tell us about the South Soul Orchestra. There you go. We're doing some more Philly stuff. And also, if anyone's curious, as I was. Sorry. The Hillside Singers did come before the Hillside Strangler, which was 77, 78. I was wondering.
Good thing.
Sure. Yeah. I was like, wait a second.
We're the Hillside
Did they know about
Singers?
This? Yeah. So, no, the Hillside Singers were first. And then later, a few years later, was the Hillside Strangler, which actually ended up being 2 people. So
I think they actually caused the Hillside Strangler. He just got so frustrated listening to this music. I can't take it anymore.
Yeah, I'd like to teach the world. So, all right,
I'll teach you.
That's the Hillside Singers. So we're gonna go to another song. Right? Are we done? You got anything else?
Yeah, we're going to the next one.
Here's one for you that you guys will know.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
All right, so everybody knows this one.
Feliz Navidad.
Yeah,
1970, barely made our decade here.
Yeah, we've had some. We had a 1979 movie, and now we have a 70 song. So we've gone this way. What's funny is Feliz Navidad feels newer than the Henry Winkler movie.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Probably just because we hear it on the radio, and it just feels like a contemporary song.
Right.
It does have a good contemporary feel somehow. Like it doesn't feel dated. I
mean, it sort of goes with it goes with every time period.
Yeah. So yeah, this is Jose Feliciano, released on an album that was originally for some reason called Jose Feliciano.
Yeah, right. Not his first album.
Not his first album. They called it that, and then eventually they said, you know what, we're gonna re-release this as Feliz Navidad. And
yeah, as often happens.
Make it make sense. But this song is maybe more than anything we're going to talk about this season is the most well-known or popular or played or overplayed or however you want to put it. Maybe.
Yeah, I think the John Lennon one's there, but probably
Yeah. John Lennon's this might even beat that. Maybe.
I think it does. Yeah, I think it does.
So yeah, you just hear this one everywhere.
I think it's in the top 10 all time.
Okay.
For Christmas.
Yeah, it's instantly catchy. It's got the acoustics and light bells. You got some trumpets. You got a triangle in there. Strings come in. The drums sound nice. At first, my first thought was oh, it's just a simple song. And in your head, you think of it as a simple song, and I guess it is because it's got the repetition and all that. But instrumentation is not too simple. It's got a lot of stuff happening. Instruments keep coming in. Yeah. So it starts off with chin, 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 but then things just keep showing up, and so the arrangement's pretty awesome, and so instantly catchy. He kind of exaggerated in interviews and stuff. He's like, I recorded this in 10 minutes.
10 minutes, I
no way.
That. Yeah, no.
I mean, I know that's hyperbole.
Yeah, I get it. Right.
But I don't know. Somebody put some effort into this. He may not have, but somebody
But the music, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the musicians did,
I
or
don't
the
know, maybe his
arranger.
band was awesome, and they did it.
They're
But
just like,
even-
yeah.
But it says like he played guitar and something else, I think. So it's like, all right, you spent more than 10 minutes yourself,
right.
and so even if your whole band did it live, yeah. So I guess it's possible
Right.
it was, a lot of it was done live. I don't know,
It is
But-
possible. He just had a good band, and they're like,
but
all
not
right,
10
let's,
minutes. Yeah.
let's riff on this for a while.
Right.
But there's
yeah.
definitely some arrangement going on here. It's not this is not ad lib or.
I believe he wrote it in 10 minutes, maybe. That's possible. He said
I believe
had
he
some
wrote the
notes.
lyrics in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lyrics are just the same thing over and over.
I think they said it's 19 words total.
Yeah. Feliz
Um,
Navidad, Prospero Año Felicidad, and then I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. And I guess that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it. And he says, he said it was like he wanted to be simple that everybody could know it, and I get it. Like that's it works. Just like the Beatles, all you need is love. Yeah,
Right. All you need is love, or
Yeah.
or
love is all you need.
war is over.
Or yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's simple, catchy. Everybody knows it. The thing about these songs, like this one, say like the Waitress's song, even a Kink song that we're going to talk about later. So you got streaming, right? So like people are streaming music now, but also like with more movies, like these songs you just keep hearing them in movies, and of course. This one started a little earlier. I probably would have thought this song was from the 80s just because, I would have guessed that.
I think it gained in popularity.
Right.
And by the mid 80s, I think it had kind of hit
Right.
the
And so
level it is now.
Yeah.
That's
as a
when
kid,
I
probably would've thought
first
it was-
remember hearing it was like
Yeah.
around 84.
Yeah, I would have thought it was just modern. Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, like it just started by the 90s, late 90s. It was just everywhere. It was in every movie and it was everywhere. So, and now we're seeing that again. We're seeing that with the Waitress's track. It's in all kinds of movies. And now Father Christmas by the Kinks. I keep hearing that one. Like songs that 10 years ago people weren't talking about, And so I think at some point along the way, probably like you said, mid 80s, that started happening with this one. And so now it's just unavoidable. Like,
right.
Turn on the radio.
I haven't heard the Kink song appearing too much lately, but maybe I'm not watching the right things or
just
something.
over the last like 5 years.
Okay.
I've noticed it more and more. Yeah. And there are others like I can't think of any other, but like it's just like suddenly they're a part of pop culture where there used to be these neat little things. You know what I mean? So I think that might have happened at some point with this one, but also with this one, there's the crossover with other cultures. Right. So it was a hit across culture, like it's multicultural. And so
and I think that was part of his point too, right?
He would have hits in some places and hits in other places. Yeah.
So this one's just the fact that it has both English and Spanish. In
it,
it kind of makes everybody like it too because the lyrics are simple enough that you're not like, I don't know what he's saying, or so you can kind of figure it out, and if you don't, then it's mostly translated anyway, more or less. But the whole crossover thing is part of the point and part of why people like it. Yeah,
and not quite jock jam territory, but definite party song. Any Christmas party,
right?
People are playing this.
It's gonna make you happy, unlike the John Lennon one.
Right? Yeah. Right. Wonderful Christmas Time, Feliz Navidad. Right. All this. And just to last season we had talked about. I brought up that podcast I like called Hit Parade, and it talked about these people that have these Christmas songs and how they're eternal. And so I just went and glanced back at my note about this song, and the note was his biggest hit. At least in America, other than this, was the cover of The Doors' "Light My Fire," which I think was a number 1 or maybe a number 2. But in 2020, this song streamed 100 times as many as his hit song.
Oh wow!
Yeah, 100 to 1 was the number. Was the ratio? Yeah.
The other Jose Feliciano song I think of is the one he sings in Fargo.
I don't
Do you
know.
remember? You remember that scene? It's Steve Buscemi. Takes the escort to see Jose Feliciano in concert.
Oh.
And he has that line where he says like, yeah, sometimes you come to these shows, you're not really sure what you're going to get, but Jose Feliciano, you got no complaints. And then she's like, you want to go?
Yeah, you did you listen to the record?
I didn't listen to the record, and I don't know why I didn't listen to the record, because I've listened to every other record that we talked about tonight.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was a record, honestly. I knew the B-side was Little Drummer
there's
Boy.
B-side.
I listened.
Right.
And I wasn't too into that. But then I went to the record, and there's some instrumentals, and those are great. The Santa Claus Is Coming to Town is great.
Okay.
So yeah, check out the record. Especially the instrumentals,
okay.
I was really into.
Remember, I kind of got like a little taste and kind of like clicked through, and then I said I'm going to go back to this, and then I never went back to this.
Yeah, I didn't.
So
I didn't
yeah, I
realize
remember
it was a record till today.
Yeah, because I guess it's mostly known as a single, but
Right. Yeah, I just always assumed it was a single.
it
And,
seems like a single for sure.
And a lot of records, like, you'll hear more than one song. Like, they might overplay the one song. I guess, because, like, Wham! Was just a single. I'm trying, like, anybody with a record, generally you'll hear more than one song, even if it's not as much as the other. So, I mean,
there
like,
might be one standout hit, but
Yeah, but that's why, like, the ones that are just singles, you just hear those. So, I don't know. Real quick, I sent you that clip of George Michael, which I thought was really cool.
Mhm.
Apparently, there's a documentary coming out. That's where that comes from. So apparently, there's two:
wondering.
one about Last Christmas and one about the Band-Aid song.
Okay.
So I don't know dates or anything. I just saw something, so I'm going to look that up. Hopefully, it's like soon. But yeah, that clip I sent you, and people don't, is George Michael was recording his part for the "Do They Know It's Christmas," and I guess they had him coming in on like a lower note, and he was like, "I think it should be a higher note."
Go say a prayer.
Yeah, so it's like, "But say a prayer." He was like, "I think it should be, but say a prayer." Yeah, it's like totally changed the
And
song.
they just went, yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, right. That sounds great. Yeah, do it.
That was great.
So, but yeah, so this was an album. I listened to some of it, and the standout track to me was Santa Claus Is Coming to Town. You should check that one out. I listened to it in Little Drummer Boy, the B-side. So,
Little Drummer Boy usually sucks.
usually so. Unless
Usually
you're
sucks.
Vince Guaraldi.
Hey,
Rewrite
the more you can make it not sound like the original song, the better off you are.
Right.
I was listening to that. I was hearing that song again today when I was putting up the tree, and every time they say the ox and lamb kept time, I'm like, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Not even in a
Stop.
song they didn't.
Stop lying.
Not even in a cartoon they didn't.
We listened to yours the other day, but it was my car speakers only go so loud.
Oh,
we're on
gosh.
the interstate, so we could barely hear it until the snare drum rip came in.
I'm curious. Mike's kids are ranking
Oh.
every one of our songs we've recorded. over the past-
Our friends, we get together, our friends every year, and we do goofy Christmas songs, and we've done it. It goes back to 1999. We've done it consistently since 2010. And my kids, for some reason, are doing this insane project. I think they're listening right now to the live broadcast right now in the other room. They're doing this insane project
see.
where they are ranking our songs, and so I have to hear conversations like, "This is just Dad playing a Kermit song." And we know Rusty can sing. We've heard it. What is this?
I want to know. I want to know what that song was.
I think it was Senior Santa Claus.
Oh, so they thought I sung "Bad on Senor Santa Claus."
Well, like just different. Like what happened? Like why sing like this here? And so what I do is like I try to defend all my friends by like yelling out clips that they should know about the historical background. Like, yo, no, that's a cover, right? And they're like, leave the room. So
now, Senor Santa Claus. I'm trying to think. Okay, that one. I
might be wrong. It might
I don't
not
even
be.
remember sounding that bad on that one.
I don't even think that was bad. It was like, this is not Rusty. It doesn't sound like Rusty.
They.
I think
So
it was like, we
wasn't.
know Rusty can sing, so why is he trying to sound like this? I don't know.
Why is he trying to do this
And I was like,
voice?
y'all know that's a cover, right?
Okay,
So.
and I was kind of doing like a Stephen Merritt impression almost too. 'Cause I was like, "Listen, Santa Claus."
There you go. Maybe that's
Yeah.
it.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
thinking
they're
they
like,
must have been listening
why-
to one
why is
where
this-
I just sound horrible, which is a lot of them, I'm sure. Because I don't actually have a voice. I don't have a singing voice or a speaking voice. Everything I do is an impression. Like the way I'm talking now, this is not how I talk. I don't know how I talk. I don't know what my real voice is. I have no idea.
They like the live clips.
Oh, right, where I was singing live. Yeah, do a different voice there. That's my live voice.
They like those. They go, oh, and another quote I heard. And again, remember, they only got to 2011, I think. And they go, I heard them say something like, you realize we're getting very top heavy now as we get later. They're like, we're going to have to start to move some down.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I'm like, nope, they're all great.
Every song is a number one.
Okay. Are we done with Feliz Navidad?
I think that covered Feliz Navidad.
No one's ever covered that on our Christmas albums.
No.
So,
for some
all right,
reason.
we do have one more thing. I'm gonna cue this up though because I gotta go to YouTube for this one.
All right.
So So now we're gonna do something fun and shout out to the people in the chat who are friends with Devin from Take Your Pants Off. And you probably know what's coming up here. So this is my something fun. I'm gonna just play a little bit of this, and then we'll talk about it. You're gonna have to listen. We'll put a link in the show notes, and you're gonna have to go listen to the whole thing after we talk about it.
Look outside, the snow is falling. What a sight to see. Daddy will be coming home as happy as can be. He'll be walking through the door 10 minutes after 9. 'Cause the bus he takes each night.
Oh, Alex
is
knows it.
always
Okay.
Right on time. It's gonna be a very
That's a really
Merry Christmas.
sentimental song. An old-fashioned Christmas. This is my something fun, something weird, I should say. We're going to close out the episode with Linda Bennett's An Old-Fashioned Christmas from 1975. Now, last week we did talk about a Carpenter's record called Old-Fashioned Christmas.
Yeah.
And this is quite different. This is a different Old-Fashioned Christmas. So, again, shout out to our friend Devin from Take Your Pants Off. She introduced me to this one. It looks like Alex knows what it is. And here we go. Greta Garbage is here. Right, yeah. Okay. So let's talk about this song. Now, Rusty, you've heard it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So picture in your mind what an old-fashioned Christmas means to you. Everybody, just think about it. Like think about what a song, if you were going to sing a song, what might the lyrics look like? Like you got some chestnuts, lights on the tree,
Fireplace.
right? Got a fireplace, got some snow, got some family, Yeah.
Maybe a turkey somewhere around there. Yeah.
Linda Bennett has a little different idea about what an old-fashioned Christmas is. And this is a single. The single was released on Mercury Records, right? So this isn't something that's like completely
Mercury.
obscure or hasn't always been. But guys, it is a wild ride. People in the chat, some of you know what it is, some of you don't. All right, I played some of it just now. It sounds mostly like a normal, easy listening mid-70s song. Yeah. The setting is that this mom and her 2 kids are home on Christmas Eve, generally being festive or whatever, right? Yeah. Waiting for the husband to come home from work. And they're listening to the radio. If you heard at the very beginning there, there's like a radio broadcast going on. So you get these little snippets of like festive music mixed in, and we get like Silent Night, right? Mm-hmm. So an announcer says that the station is going to be playing the best Christmas music on this beautiful Christmas Eve, right? And the mom starts singing about the snow. You just heard that part right there. Daddy's going to be home soon, guys. He takes the same bus home from New Haven every night, and he's going to walk through that door at 10 after 9, right? Yeah. We're good so far?
We're good. Yeah,
the chorus says it's going to be an old-fashioned Christmas for her, her children, their daddy, and her. That's what she says, right? And we get jingle bells on the radio. Hold on, guys. Now, the announcer cuts in. There's been a serious accident in New Haven when the number 5 bus hit some ice and slammed into a tree.
We're sorry to interrupt this program, but a bulletin has just been handed me. There's been a serious accident involving the number 5 bus out of New Haven. The only information we have is that the bus skidded on a patch of ice and slammed into a tree. Stay tuned to this station for further details.
This is Dad's bus, y'all. Okay? Yeah. He takes his bus every night. This bus just slammed into a tree. This is a Christmas song. So the mom keep singing. She's gonna keep singing her song,
And
right?
the mom is very confident at this point. She goes, "So it's fine. He's fine.
Fine.
Everything's fine. How do you know?"
Everything will be okay, right? And then we get
Yeah.
the chorus again about old-fashioned Christmas. Okay. Then the first Noel's on the radio. Nice and sentimental, right? Then his despicable announcer comes on. He cuts in again with an update about this number 5 bus out of New Haven. And guys, look, it's snowing Southtown. We're a happy place. And I'm sorry if you got to fast forward a little bit, but I got to tell you, there were no survivors.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been handed the latest report involving bus number 5 out of New Haven. And from all indications, we're sorry to report that there were no survivors.
There were no survivors. This is a Christmas song. Rusty, did you know this is a Christmas song?
It sounds like one. It sounds like an old-fashioned Christmas. But no
No
survivors.
survivors.
There's no way this can end up happy.
The mom sings again. And she asks, what does she have left in life to look forward to?
Right.
The daughter sings, who's going to walk her down the aisle
It's going to be down there.
on her wedding day? The son just wants to know who's going to buy him toys.
Who's going to buy me toys is the worst line, because it's like, come on, kid. Come on. Your dad's dead.
The mom wants to know what she's got to live for. The daughter's thinking of her wedding day. Yeah, he just wants some toys.
Who's going to
Like-
get me some toys?
But guess what? Doorbell rings. I don't know why he's ringing the doorbell, but it's the dad. He's home. He's ringing the doorbell at his own house. He missed his bus, so he got home a little late, and now he just needs some help getting all the presents inside. And then we get one last chorus about how it's going to be an old-fashioned Christmas. And even though she didn't sing it, I think we all know that what she's thinking is what Bono said tonight. Thank God it's them. Because, guys, there's still no survivors.
No survivors.
This family's all happy and opening presents. But all the people they usually rides on the bus with, there's no survivors.
Now, my brain split in two while listening to this song, which is kind of probably what happens to almost everybody. Your brain's going to be broken by it. But here's the way mine split. No survivors, yes. From the audience of the song's point of view, you're going, this is horrible. They're cheering and celebrating, and everyone has died.
Right.
So that's half of my brain. The other half, though, is going, okay, if I was in this situation, yeah, I would be happy. I would be happy. I would be
Right.
happy. I'd say, oh man, sucks for these other guys,
Right.
but they're not my dad, so yeah. You know, so like,
Right.
I get it. I do get it.
But as an
but
adult, you wouldn't write a song about it and go release it.
I
on
would not
Mercury
write a song
Records.
about it. I would not tell anybody that thought.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling everybody now, but I wouldn't tell anybody that I was happy that my guy survived while everyone else died. You know, but selfishly, like the kid who wondered who's going to buy him presents. I get their point, but yeah, you're not going to write this joyous song about it where everyone died except for your one dude. So yeah,
No, it's a very happy chorus, a very happy time. Yet there still were no survivors on this bus.
no survivors.
It's wild, y'all.
It's wild that they decided to write this Christmas song. And okay, you just got to get into the head of whoever wrote this, and you're thinking, in their head, this was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Like, this was perfectly fine to write about. What a twist! I got you with my O.
Got you
Henry
with my
style twist. Got you good. I am M. Night Shyamalan and over here. And yeah, aren't you all happy now, like we all are? And we're like, no, we're not.
No,
We don't know
about these non-survivors
because for us, for the audience, we don't know this guy. We
right.
know
Yeah,
him.
and somebody else's dad didn't get home.
Right. We know him a little better than we know everyone who died, because the mom is singing or whatever, and you're coming in ringing your doorbell like a weirdo. So we know a little. But yeah, I mean, we don't know you that much better than these abstract people who are dead.
No, right, exactly. We're in fact, to us, like, we're thinking more of them because there were more of them. So this guy, all right, good
Right.
for him. But what about all these people that were on the bus?
Right. There might have been a baby on the bus. You don't know.
And the thing is like, okay, the way you're supposed to do these twists outside of a horror movie, outside of Final Destination, the way you're supposed to do this is the twist is that everyone survives.
Everyone survives.
The twist is that the bus hit the ice, but it actually didn't hit the tree. I don't know, like it was misreported.
I don't know. They report that the bus goes off the cliff, and they're like, we presume no survivors. But people are still checking it out, blah blah blah, and we assume everyone's dead. But actually, the dad had saved the day, and he like got everybody out the back door just in time. And he's a hero.
Maybe even saw an angel or something.
He saw an angel.
Maybe it was a Christmas miracle, and someone guided him, or something. Yeah, like he can't explain it, but he did help, and there were all survivors. Oops, all survivors. How about that?
Survivors. Or maybe, if you want a little more real, maybe one baby didn't make it out alive. So it's really a story about how everyone on the bus survived except for one dead baby. That would be fine.
Tonight, thank God it's him and not you.
Thank God it's that one dead baby.
Tonight, thank God it's him and not you. All right.
It's not as bad as Christmas Shoes. Christmas Shoes is still... it's not as bad.
It's still worse.
It's still worse. It's for sure.
Wait, Christmas Shoes
is still worse.
Wait, the topic or the song?
I was thinking of the topic, but also the song is worse.
Right, definitely the song. The topic, man, that's debatable. A whole bus full of people. I guess I need to know how many people were on the bus. It was Christmas Eve. Maybe it wasn't a full bus.
There were no survivers,
right? But like, it was only 2 people.
Right? It could just have been the bus driver and like some old lady. Some old lady who was about to die. Maybe it could have been Scrooge.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And the bus driver was Rosa Parks' bus driver. So who cares? Doesn't matter.
I did see like some chatter online where they were asking about the New Haven buses. But apparently the New Haven buses have always used letters. So, because I was wondering, like, this would be pretty ominous if you went to get on the number 5 bus on Christmas Eve. I don't know if I'd do that. You know what I mean? Like, if I lived in New Haven. Yeah. Just the people who rely on public transport. Tonight, thank God, is them, right? Those public transport people.
I was trying to figure out how did I hear this song?
Yeah. It could have been me, but I didn't remember. I don't think I'd heard it before last year when Devin played it. So
maybe, it probably was.
And Devin's not here, so we need to make fun of Devin, guys.
All right,
for not being here. So,
right.
But again, we were not planning to do that. We were not planning to go live, and here we are, 4 hours later, or whatever. But so that's it. I think we're done. And thank you. Was this? I wish it was something cool.
It went around.
It went around a TikTok. Okay, so it was. So I'm late to the party. Yuck, Devin's the worst. Yeah. Tom Servo, I agree. Devin. No,
Devin
thank
sucks.
you guys. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. We just did 2 episodes. We'll be back on Friday the 13th, December 13th. We'll be back. And one of the things we're going to talk about is Black Christmas.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to watch that. And let's just say, what's the other thing? The last movie? It happened.
Oh, it's it happened one night, or it happened one Christmas.
It happened one Christmas.
It's the remake of It's Wonderful Life with the lady.
Yeah,
as George.
I have it. I have not watched it, but I got it. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The other Lori. This was very fun. Yeah. No. Thank you guys for being here again. This was unannounced. Nobody was on Prankcast tonight, and so I didn't know when Pranksgiving how long it was going to last, and nobody was here, so. We just went live, and it was unannounced, and you guys are all awesome for being here. But Friday the 13th, December 13th, everybody join us. Watch Black Christmas ahead of time if you want to. The original, 74, one of my favorite movies. Yeah. Anything else?
I'm about to get on the bus and go home, so I hope everything goes okay.
I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
As long as it's not the number 5 bus.
Sure.
Yeah, check out
So, hey,
podcast.
gang. Keep those bells jingling.
Keep the bells jingling. See you guys next time.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad.
Christmas is sleigh bells, Christmas is sharing, Christmas is holly, Christmas is caring, Christmas is children who just can't go to sleep. Christmas is memories, the kind you always keep. Deck the halls and give a cheer for all the things that Christmas is each year. Christmas, Merry Christmas, when all your wishes come true. Christmas is carols to warm you in the snow. Christmas is bedtime when no one wants to go. All the world is tinsel bright, so glad to know that Christmas is tonight. Christmas, Merry Christmas, when all your wishes come true. Christmas, Merry Christmas, may all your wishes come true. Christmas, Merry Christmas, Christmas is holly, Christmas is caring, Christmas is sleigh bells, Christmas is sharing, Christmas is holly, Christmas is tonight.
This is your music, news, and weather station, bringing you the best in Christmas music on this beautiful Christmas Eve.
All is bright.
Look outside, the snow is falling. What a sight to see. Daddy will be coming home as happy as can be. He'll be walking through the door 10 minutes after 9. 'Cause the bus he takes each night is always right on time. It's gonna be a very Merry Christmas with all the children by the Christmas tree. It's gonna be a real old-fashioned Christmas for my children, their daddy, and me.
Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to...
We're sorry to interrupt this program, but a bulletin has just been handed me. There's been a serious accident involving the number 5 bus out of New Haven. The only information we have is that the bus skidded on a patch of ice and slammed into a tree. Stay tuned to this station for further details.
Mommy, isn't that the bus Daddy rides each night?
Put your mind at ease, my children, everything's all right. Everyone, don't get excited, things will be okay. Nothing bad is gonna happen on this Christmas Day. It's gonna be a very Merry Christmas with all the children by the Christmas tree. It's gonna be a real old-fashioned Christmas for my children, their daddy, and me.
Noel, 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 Noel.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been handed the latest report involving bus number 5 out of New Haven. And from all indications, we're sorry to report that there were no survivors.
Oh my God, this just can't happen. What am I to do? What have I got left in life to look forward to?
Who will walk me down the aisle on my wedding day? Who is gonna buy me toys and take me out to play? Daddy! Daddy!
Merry Christmas, everybody! I know it's late, but I missed my bus. Well, don't just stand there. Help me with these presents.
It's gonna be a real old-fashioned Christmas
For my children, their daddy, and me.
Merry Christmas, Daddy.